It's time. I've finally gotten the hardware that I needed to upgrade the PC from being a piece of shit to stream to you guys on to now being an optimal performing streaming machine. I've done everything I can, from throwing in modular power supply to GPU upgrades to memory upgrades, thinking that I could get a handle on it, and I've been met with unlimited challenges and a lot of hours of my life lost troubleshooting this shit. This is a 7800 X3D optimal gaming CPU, which is the latest CPU available for high processing, heavy workload gaming and other things that we're doing. The goddamn cream of the crop, which is the DDR5 RAM, which ran me about $450. So that brings us to this beast of a motherboard, and it comes with AM5 socket, which is what our CPU is, and this is going to manage a lot more channels at once for high-end processing, which is what we need to provide a stream with all of the integrations and overlays and things that I want you guys to have available to you while you're hanging out with me in our stream together. Okay, so here is the beast of a streaming machine. I've only been streaming since 2024 or so. So everything that I built initially was great for gaming, and even at the beginning of my streaming journey, it was sufficient for the things that I was doing. But as we've gotten further into streaming and added more elements to the stream that you all enjoy, including commands and overlays and events and such, it has required more demanding hardware, which I've been able to try and tackle. But then once Arc Raiders came out and we tried to pursue that channel identity, is when I really started to notice things were struggling with the GPU that I had. So on top of memory upgrades that I'd already committed to, internal storage, I've also had to upgrade the GPU and the power supply unit to manage the demands of high graphic gaming on top of high workload streaming. I've had a lot of people reach out to me to help me with this, including MC Thunder, Voluble Phoenix, Ginny Lee, and all of them believe they have the answers, but none of the answers ever worked. So we're going to start by, we're going to disconnect the GPU first when it comes to unscrewing anything. So we'll just give this a good pull with the clasp, set that aside. This is going to loosen the GPU from the case. And I'm going to release the bracket that's holding the GPU. As you can see, it kind of dropped there. That's the tension that we need to release as soon as I'm done. And we'll just pull this back. There we go. Here's the 5060 Ti that I thought would solve all my fucking problems. I believe this is the main power to the board. I couldn't tell you for sure, but it's the only connector like this. So just feel it out a little bit. Give it easy, gentle pulls. Don't rip. There we go. Done. If you take care of your stuff, it'll take care of you, right? So they say. Now, this one right here is actually the fan. And if you actually see here, I've got a fan I installed to the top of the case that low-key is in my fucking way typically. Okay, and that's it. There was only 3 screws because it's all I could reach. This fan is filthy, so I'll take the time to clean this before we put it back. I fucking hate tricky tight spots so much. You guys actually might see me crash the fuck out here. CPU. Come on. It'd be nice if the top of the case was removable too, but they're all riveted in. They just don't want to see me happy, I guess. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screws. I can see screws, but there might be some hidden ones. You know how it is. Let's give it a little gentle pull. So far, so good. Away from the wires. There we go. Okay. There she is. This is the X470 Gaming Plus and has provided me nearly 10 years of service. Okay. Here it is. I wish I could give you the rundown on what this is, but I don't know. I just know that I needed it. My last board was an AM4 socket. This is an AM5 socket, which means it can hold more modern and effective CPUs. For CPUs that are doing more. So before I left Micro Center, I had them test the equipment. So they've installed the chip for me, thankfully. It does come with a lock here, unlike the other board, so that makes me confident, but also it does have some peeling to do. Like that there. Some more here. Jesus. You know what I'm noticing here? Is that there's another M.2. Now this might not be... It's got all this stuff. Yeah, this isn't a component. I was kind of curious. Like, I thought maybe they gave me a board with memory. I don't know. So anyway, this is that M.2 drive. I'm just gonna install it now, so it's out of the way. It's small, but then we've got the CPU cooler. Now, before I move on to the RAM, let's go ahead and get this installed. Okay, done. And we'll take a look here. Easy. There we go. Not bad. I'm trying to give it an even coat without getting it everywhere. I clean this up now. Applicator. Try to clean it up a bit because I want to reuse it. Do you know it's actually bad to spin this manually, even when you're cleaning it? Alright, now I've got both sides in. Now there's like a little clasp up here. I'm going to twist it and that's going to suck it down. I'm not seeing any thermal paste bleed. There's a little clasp. You got to be careful with that so we don't break anything. There's a lot of tension there. You see the bracket holds it on the other side. We install this in the right orientation. And that's fucking wrong. Okay, so try again. It's always wrong on the first try no matter what you do. And we're just going to press it down evenly and carefully. This is a 2 16 gigabyte sticks. $600 fucking dollars. Cons. Okay, so we've got our CPU power now. ATX power. GPU power. This is our USB bus. I believe right here. I hope. Right here. Give it a little refresh. Everything looks good. It was not really as difficult as it seemed. It was difficult to figure out exactly the orientation of those pins for that power bus for the switch. Honestly, they are still all bundled together and went right in. So last but not least, I believe we've got our GPU. All right, so now I've got the system fan here connected. Put in the USB-C ports. Done. I don't know what the fuck to do with this. I don't know what this is. Oh my god. Oh my god. There we go. I need to get smarter here. God damn it, dude. God fucking damn it, actually. Are you shitting me right now with this? I fucking hate computers. I fucking hate computers so bad. If I could go back in time and never have done this in my life, get a gaming computer, I don't give a fuck. It's not a screw port. It is a screw. Well, it doesn't really come with instructions worth a fuck, so there's that. Well, here we go. Try again. Now we'll take our GPU, plug it in, have to fasten it all in, and then last but not least, we've got 2 cards and some system fans to install. Okay, so I've got it put back together and it's now underneath. I had to go to work shortly after I put it all back together, so I haven't booted it up yet. I'm about to switch it on and we're about to find out if everything's working as it should. I'm scared, but I'm ready. Oh shit. Looking good. Although our rear fan isn't on. Okay, so powering it down because I didn't get anything booted up. I've swapped the fans because this was here, this one was here, but the cable wasn't long enough to reach the power, so it wasn't turning on. So I just swapped them because now it can reach that power and stuff. And then this one I've routed down and around because it was long enough, and I plugged it in right there. So hopefully we get a boot up now. We'll just go ahead and plug this back in. I've reseated the RAM because honestly, this one, I actually swapped them also, but this one, when I took it out to reseat it, kind of felt loose like a baby tooth. It was just so easy. Like this one took a little tug to get out. This one just went shoop. And I was like, okay, maybe that's the problem. So, let's find out. And our CPU fan didn't come on. So when I rerouted all the cables, I had to pull this to manage them a little better. This is a modular power supply, and the 24 pin that powers the entire board, basically from that power supply, became partially dislodged down there. Just a tiny bit, just enough that when I clicked this power button, it shorted it. So we're going to try again now that I've figured that out, and see if this works. No lights on the keyboard yet or anything, but we're gonna give it time now. It looks like we've got a different light. We've got a boot light. That's, oh, now we got the VGA. It's memory training. Okay, good deal. Making progress. Oh shit, and there's our BIOS. Okay, so I've gone through now my BIOS and I've adjusted my RAM speed and confirmed other settings are working, so we're rebooting. And it should be good to go from there. I have confirmed everything is working optimally. I've got a new CPU fan coming tomorrow, so my temperatures look good. I haven't put them under any benchmark testing or heavy workload, but I'm about to. That includes video editing and rendering for this video here, and then stream later, which will include multiple applications, about 14 running applications at once, including Chrome. The CPU has its own integrated GPU to take some of the workload off, as well as the GPU now has all lanes open to process as intended. So really, as far as I know, the only thing left is the CPU cooler. So let's start stream.